Hello everyone and welcome to ICM's midday session. We're seeing a little bit of a reversal of the move that was happening in the past couple of hours. The dollar is regaining track. Earlier we had the industrial production out of the Eurozone, which showed an expansion by 2.5%. Also, Christine Lagarde had some comments where she also she repeated that the European Central Bank would remain ready to act further if needed to support the economic growth. Also, she talked about Bitcoin, that it needs a regulation, and she called the asset as a speculation asset. In order to just check what's happening on the on major currency pairs, commodities and stuff, we move to MetaTrader 4. You can see here the euro dollar is just losing gains. On the hourly chart, it's a bit clearer. You can see how the market rallied exactly towards the 200-hour exponential moving average, and then moved lower. We expect some possible support here at the previous resistance near 2170. However, this area remains key. If we were able to break below 2170, we could be retesting 2130. This is the interim possible support. However, resistance is just built near the 200-hour exponential moving average at 122.20. We need definitely to move above this level to target 2275, which could be the next possible resistance zone. So if this is just a correction and the dollar is going to continue, we expect a drop again towards 2130, a key support area here. So any break below it would just drive prices lower towards 2060. Else, if we're just having a little bit of a correction on yesterday's move, and the market will be able to recover these recent losses, 2220 remains a key level for sellers. The British pound against the United States dollar, we saw the rally yesterday. We talked about the channel, and the market was able to break above it and then continue towards the previous stop of 137 as expected. So this is just a key area here where we need some fresh momentum in order to just spike or move above 137. In order to just set some possible targets, we need to go back to previous charts, since this is almost the highest level since 2017. So what you can just highlight as a possible previous bottom near 38.15 as a possible target for the market. Moving back to the hourly chart, it's a bit clearer. So moving above 137 could just spark another rally higher towards 138.15. However, if we just if the dollar regains strength here, similarly to what's happening with the euro, and the market's going to continue lower, we could be stuck inside this range for a while between 34.50 and 37. Watch out for the possible break below this trend line. This is combining the previous bottoms for possible violation of trend. Moving to the dollar against the Japanese yen. Also, the dollar lost some ground yesterday, and today it's recovering. Typically, the low was 103.50, which we highlighted also previously as a key level. So, and now it's building again. However, in order to turn bullish again on the dollar against the Japanese yen, we need to break above 104.40, and the possible next target is 104.75. Currently, we're in the middle of the range. Near 104 level is just a key area here, definitely that held for a while in November. So a break above 104 would just add the chances of rising towards 104.40. The US dollar against the Swiss franc, similar formation, 89.20 held, and then the market moved lower towards the 200-hour exponential moving average, and now we're pushing higher again. So as long as we're above 88.30, we could remain bullish on the pair, targeting 89.20, while if the market moves lower, breaking 88.26, the next possible target is 87.60. The Australian dollar against the United States dollar. So we highlighted this trend line yesterday, and you can see how the market retraced exactly towards this this trend line. So we need to move above this area here, 77.80, in order to turn bullish again on the Australian dollar. Else we could be poised to retesting 76.60 and even lower towards 76.40. So you can see how this trend line is valid. So we need definitely a break above the high in order to just chase further highs. The New Zealand dollar against the United States dollar, similar formation to the Australian. Also, you can just draw this trend line. So we had a reversal or a correction towards the trend line, but it was a bit short. However, those who drew a trend line for these stops can see that the market reversed exactly this area here. So if you expect further bearishness, definitely 7150 could be intact. We could be performing a reversal formation here where a possible dip towards 71 is imminent. The US dollar against the Canadian dollar, it's a bit weak. The Canadian dollar was a bit stronger than other rivals. 28.30 remains key level. The reversal that took place exactly from almost 26.90, a previous key area that held in mid-December. So you can see how the market here was finding buyers. So this is the possible range that we could be trading in for a while now. Gold prices pushed higher, however, remains retreated as the dollar regains strength. Still 1863, a good area, a resistance area ahead of 1874. We could just draw a trend line combining these previous bottoms in order to just check where the market could be moving lower again. So any break below this trend line could just add the chances of moving back towards 1830 and 1815 level. So this area here somewhere. So this is the scenario for gold. We're trading between a demand and supply zone, which are significant, and we're trading sideways in between. Similar formation for silver. You can just draw this trend line combining these tops and bottoms. So this is silver. You can see the formation that silver is forming. And this is also a trend line combining the previous tops. So in order to just turn bullish again on silver, we need definitely to clear above this trend line and move higher or push higher towards 2650. Else, we could be poised to retesting the bottom of 2440. WTI is extending gains, reached almost 53.88, 54 zone. However, we're just moving lower again. So this is the channel that we drew yesterday that we are currently almost trading in. So we need to move back below this trend line, the bottom line of the channel, in order to just go for a bigger correction for oil prices. Staying above 52.70 is just key. And on a break of 52.70, we could be rallying towards 51.30 again. The Dow Jones, so following a sharp drop yesterday, a slight sharp drop, then we had the reversal, then the market is moving lower again. Exactly the resistance was almost the previous top, about 31,170 ahead of the larger top, and now we're just watching any break below 30,750. So this is the possible formation for Dow Jones. This is all for today's session. I would just like to remind you that all the information, news, analysis, and opinions mentioned in the session, they're only for educational purposes and shouldn't be taken as a signal whether to buy or to sell any financial instrument, and ICM doesn't provide